All I've ever wanted was a bag.
Peace, family. This is your brother, Old Guy from Uncensored Truth podcast with your co-host.
What it do, brother? It's Sam Ant from Viral Hip Hop News. We in the building, man. It feels good. We told y'all. What's going on, man?
What's going on? It's a pleasure to be back in the building once again. And we told you we would keep coming at y'all daily. Before we get started, I just want to plug our first official product. You see it right there on the screen. Our first hip-hop uncensored first official coffee blend. We'll leave that link right in the description of this video. Make sure y'all get your first official coffee blend. We're supposed to roast some coffee, man.
Yeah, we were supposed to roast some coffee. We need them K-Cups, Darren. Let's go with them K-Cups, man.
Yes, sir.
We're a little lazy nowadays, but we got to brew this coffee up, man, so we can have it up here and, you know what I mean, let y'all know live it's all that. Because we tested it, but we got to let y'all know live that it's all that.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely, man. So make sure you hit the like button and, follow our channel right now. Also, that's also going to be in the description box of this channel, Uncensored Truth Podcast. We're going to transition eventually at some point. We don't know when.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, we'll transition eventually over there. So Uncensored Truth Podcast, subscribe right now in the description box. So let's get to the list of what's going on today. And this article right here is by way of hot new hip hop. And over the weekend, Odell Beckham was partying with a French model named Laura Cuence. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So it's a video, and I'm gonna share the video right here. They're saying that it's a substance that appeared to be a couple lines of cocaine, and they're saying what it appeared to be. They don't know if it's marijuana or a cigarette.
All right, so I mean, it's what, about 5 seconds?
So, what you think about that?
All right, so it's 3 people in a room, at least. I'm gonna say 3 people because you got somebody filming, Odell Beckham, and then the young lady sitting there doing what she's doing. It's obvious what she's doing. Now, from a journalistic perspective, I'm not going to say that brother was about to do cocaine.
Right.
But from a real nigga perspective, that nigga was about to do some cocaine. And it was on camera. And I mean, she was chopping up 3 lines for 3 people. They was about to get busy. And you got to ask yourself who was behind the camera. You're talking about Odell Beckham Jr., the top wide receiver on the New York Giants, speculated to be the top paid wide receiver in the NFL. We already know what the NFL is all about. This brother was guaranteed some money, some serious money. Yeah. And it was somebody fucked up. And I mean, like I said, look what, about 5 seconds. Play it again. Let's see what it was, about 5 seconds long.
Yeah.
It wasn't real long. He looked like he had a joint in his hand, which we can get into ad nauseum when it comes to the marijuana laws and the marijuana rules when it comes to the NFL. And as opposed to what comes to the NBA, the disparaging differences between the two. But nonetheless, he looks like he had some kind of weed, and he's about to do some coke.
Yep.
I mean, shit. It is what it is, man.
It's kind of blurry though. I mean, he got some pizza there. I mean,
she got a credit card in her hand, man. All right, if that's not cocaine, it looks like a pill.
Yeah, I mean,
that looks like 3 pills.
Right. Well, we'll stop showing that there. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, but the good point that you bring up though, the great point that you bring up is who is behind that camera? Who the hell was in your circle? First, I'm going to make it clear that the onus is on you, Odell.
Facts.
You have to be smarter than that, Odell. You got millions of dollars on the line, Odell. Now, I know we like to have fun, Odell, but we don't have cameras in a room, Odell. You make sure that we screen everybody. You remember Jay-Z songs with Beyonce and Khaled put out. She said, if you're going to party with the queen, you're going to have to sign a non-disclosure. Why do they say stuff like that? Because what goes on in this room doesn't go out nowhere. So we got to take your cell phone. You had, I think Chris Brown said, when females and stuff come, we take their cell phones.
Damn right. If you got somebody behind the camera, they're seeing dollar signs in front of them. And if they're doing something crazy and they ain't as close to you as they're supposed to be, and you just got some wild shit around you, and your circle ain't tight, my man, you got some situations where you got somebody going to try to come up on your dollars. They fucked it up in 3 different ways. They going to take your money because that video's viral.
They got bread from that. They taking your money away from the NFL because no one's going to want to touch you. We know how this league is. As good as you are, they do not care. They treat you how they want to treat you.
Facts.
At the end of the day.
Facts.
So you tore your money up, and you probably tore up all kind of endorsements that you had going on. You messed up, bro, and there's no excuse for that, for you to have this camera on you got to sign those deals, man. You know how this goes. You're in the entertainment world. You hang out with the Drakes. You hang out with the Chris Browns. You hang out with the entertainment stars. You know how this shit work. You've been around situations where there hasn't been phones or phones taken away. You found yourself in an intimate situation and you fucked up.
Facts. And pull up the clip with Stephen A. Smith, because Stephen A. Smith ripped into him.
He did.
He ripped into him. We'll play the audio of the Stephen A. Smith clip, and I agree. It's like, man, you got a lot on the line, man. There's no way that you should be slipping up like that. And we have to look at examples of athletes, as Stephen A. Smith will allude to, that kept, the straight and narrow. And I'm not saying that you have to be perfect by any means. It's just to know that certain things don't go out into the public because of the way you're going to be perceived. And quite frankly, now you with the NFL, I don't know how.
They smoke your ass. You got to. But let's listen to Stephen A. Smith and let's hear it. Take a look.
The highest paid wide receiver in the NFL.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't. I'm disgusted with him right now. I'll be honest with you. We don't know whether it was a blunt or a joint in his hands. We don't know that it was cocaine that the lady was using, even though one surmises based on the video that wasn't what that's what it was. For me, this is a man that has been front and center on his own accord, speaking about not only how he wanted to be the highest paid player, the highest paid wide receiver, but he wanted to be the highest paid player in football. I want to make sure everybody understands that I believe that as a talent, Odell Beckham Jr. warrants consideration for those dollars. But I am getting sick and tired of these folks, these athletes out here not recognizing what your responsibilities are. See, it's moments like this where we look at a LeBron James and we have to appreciate who he is and what he represents. A man that has been in the limelight since age 17 and has never been in a speck of trouble. When you take into account the fact that he plays the sport of basketball, where your contracts are fully guaranteed and you have absolutely nothing to worry about, and the man has made close to $1 billion in his career and still knows how to act, then you turn around and you look at a guy like Odell Beckham Jr., who I personally like, see him at a lot of basketball games, but this is just stupid. It's stupid to even find yourself in this situation. Now, you can't stay up all night and you don't know who's videoing you at all. I get all of that, but it's drugs involved, purportedly. And you're associated with that at a time you are looking to get paid. And this is why I say the word stupid is appropriate. It would be irresponsible, but if you already got your money, it would just be irresponsible.
All right, so we heard what Stephen A. had to say.
Yes, sir.
Max was about to go on as a fan of the New York Giants, but let's talk about Stephen A. real quick, because that man gets a lot of ridicule and a lot of flack from us, deservingly so, for a lot of shit that he does on First Take and a lot of shit that he does on his platforms. Now, we're fine, and we were real close to Stephen A. Smith when it comes to this area, because we remember him from the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Facts.
You understand? When he covered Allen Iverson,
yes, sir.
We were definitely fans growing up of Stephen A. Smith, and we supported his platforms. Quite frankly, with Stephen A. Smith, we were on it. When he had a series XM Radio, we were on it. When he got promoted to his First Take with Skip Bayless, we were all on it. We all supported his movement. But then we kind of started seeing the transition once that bread started getting right. And things started getting a little jaded to us. And we were like, damn, it hurt. Because we still rode with it a little bit at fault. But we started seeing, all right, this brother had to take a couple $1 extra to dance a little bit, because he danced a little bit. But in regards to this, what did he say wrong? It's stupid. Okay, so we shouldn't have said stupid, but it was fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen A. Smith went lighter than we went.
Facts.
I mean, I like the way he put his words. To be honest with you, I mean, that's real talk. At the end of the day, now, yeah, I think he should be paid, but we know how the NFL is. You know,
I mean, we all know what the NFL is about, but he also talked about somebody like a LeBron James, which is a great point.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad he brought up LeBron, because LeBron is on his way to being the next black billionaire athlete we have out here. And shout out to LeBron. You know what I mean? And he's definitely grown my respect throughout the years, because I wasn't a fan of him at first, especially when he threw out the I'm Jordan and all this shit. He gave that speculation because you're not. But it's all good because you're LeBron. And you made a brand for yourself and you're dope. I mean, honestly, when it comes to it, on a personal level, he's probably done more for the community and more for us and more for the people out there than Jordan.
Way more. We could talk about the schools. We could talk about, put the schools to the side. We can talk about how he took brothers and sisters, you know, from his community, people that he grew up with, and, you know, funded their education and put them on a team. I heard he has about like 30, 40 people on his payroll, made a lot of brothers amount of millionaires, man. So definitely. That
being said, this brother knows when he goes out, you think he don't party? You think he just sits in his house and chills? No, he goes out and enjoys himself. He has a good time. But he understands his brand is over everything because his brand feeds and distributes to so many different people. Now, you in these circles, Odell, so either that stretches to or that leans toward a longer or different kind of problem you got going on to let something like that slip up. Or you just don't got the right people in your circle, and you really got to check that because you're in a league that is systematically set up for you not to succeed and not to make money. They want to create billions and billions of dollars off of you, limit your brand as little as they can in contracts because they know you're going to get hurt. They know you're going to mess up. That's why you take care of your endorsements while you're in there and make your brand. Good point. That's why I don't get mad at anybody out there trying to showboat market their brand in the NFL. You do what you got to do. This is a business.
Deion Sanders was one of the best guys. Said, look, I'm not really trying to hit nobody.
Facts.
I'm trying to make, you know what I mean? I'm making this money. And he used to pull up on cats.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And we should clown him for that.
Yeah.
But one of the greatest cornerbacks of all, the greatest cornerback of all time. It just goes to the business and it just leans toward it. Oh, but you got to be better than that, man. Period. If you don't get your money, you can't be mad.